There's a bank that's having some issues right now called Silvergate. I'm wondering if you guys are monitoring that. On Friday, they shut its crypto-focused payments network, Silvergate Capital. And they said in filing last week that they may have to evaluate their viability after $1 billion loss in the fourth quarter. Is there anything the administration is doing to monitor that, or stepping in, that sort of thing?
So we are aware of the situation and monitoring the reports. Won't comment on Silvergate specifically, but it is obviously only the latest company in the cryptocurrency field to experience significant issues. In recent weeks, banking regulators have released guidelines on how banks should protect themselves from risks associated with crypto. As you know, this is a president that has repeatedly called on Congress to take action to protect everyday Americans from the risk posted by digital assets, and he will continue to do so. So we won't speak to this particular company, as we have not on other cryptocurrency companies, but we're going to continue monitoring the reports, and clearly we're aware of the situation.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. The New World Order book is going to show you how the world really works. And it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. I told you at the beginning of the year, in the first quarter of 2022, we was going to have an event that was going to bring us down. And then also in the fourth quarter, we would have an event that would bring us down. That's exactly what happened. And now I'm going to tell you, in the first quarter, we're going to have an event that's going to bring us down in 2023. And then also in the fourth quarter of 2023, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, guys, the markets are still going to be pumping and dumping until they get ready to pull the full rug. But I'll let you know when that's about to happen. Now, also, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to get re-educated. And also, much love to those who've donated to the Cash Shop and Patreon. And in my Patreon, I keep you up to date with the New World Order events. Also, I give you the New World Order cryptos in the Patreon. Of course, you have to do your own research. But this next bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure that you have the cryptos that have utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And guys, right now we have Bitcoin, cryptos, and stocks pulling back. And once the stock market closes, we know if yields stay this high, cryptos are going to take a dump tonight. And guys, we had Jerome in the house, and he couldn't have been more honest. He said they're not done with raising rates, and yes, we're going to have more unemployment, and they have a long ways to go. And remember, guys, it's a global economy. So guys, by the time we hit the third and fourth quarter of this year, we're definitely going to be taking a beating. We know these rates take about 12 to 18 months to get embedded in the economy. Now, guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We had yield rates rise at the beginning of the conversation with Powell, and then they pulled back slightly. That's the only reason why the stock market wasn't down even more. And then we also saw the dollar rise also. And then, of course, guys, we have volume and we have Tether. Tether's market share has went up to 54%, the highest in 15 months. And guys, we know that was all caused by Paxos BUSD. The SEC attacking Paxos in order to get to Binance. And then, of course, guys, we have USDC. And then we have the Fed report about 2.1 trillion. And like Jerome Powell stated, and we know all the central banks are raising rates and running off this balance sheet. And we know the goal is to destroy this legacy market, so therefore the fourth industrial revolution can rise. This is a planned demolition of America to Babylon. And the Fed is fighting the inflation that Congress and the Fed caused. Remember, the NWO creates the problem. Wait for the reaction and run in with the solution. And we know that solution has been ready for 20 years. And we know how they created the problem. The C word gave them the ability to print 20% of all money in existence in 1 year. And allowed people to sit at home and get free money. Run the test. How will the people react? And we saw that the people were compliant. Now it's time for them to run the real plan. And they're going to put all these people out of work, bring in the robots, algorithms, and drones, and the sheep are going inside the metaverse. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, don't forget about Grayscale. Sent about $19.4 billion yesterday. And don't forget they're in court today. And remember, the NWO are the master magicians. But getting over into a little crypto news. Speaking of the metaverse and the master magicians, we have Amazon NFTs will be tied to real-world assets. Digital ownership to physical goods delivered to the customer's door. And guys, we know the NWO moves in phases. This is just one step to make this whole economy digital in order to send the sheep inside the metaverse. Now we have Flex token rises over 20% after CoinFlex restructuring plan approved. And then also we have Binance adds 11 tokens to its proof of reserves, totaling 24 assets equaling to $63 billion. Now we have WeChat integrates digital yuan into its payment platform. And guys, we know China could have been done this, but remember the plan moves in phases. If China says you're going to use this digital yuan, we know those people are going to use it. But we know the digital yuan was set up to be the new world reserve currency a long time ago, backed by that digital SDR. Now we have Ripple XRP versus SEC case coming to an end soon. I do feel like the SEC is definitely going to win. But since Ripple XRP does have real utility, they will say at the time XRP was a security, but now is considered a currency or a commodity. So Ripple will just get hit with a fine. But just remember, guys, 95% of Ripple XRP is overseas. So America is not going to hurt the company. And lastly, guys, we have the White House is aware of Silvergate situation. And guys, right now, Silvergate's market cap is a little over $100 million. Yes, it was about $2 billion when everything was pumping. But guys, we know that all came from the Fed. Why would the White House be worried about Silvergate? And she is clearly reading off a script. Remember, guys, your life is an illusion and TV is your reality. And remember, the crypto teacher told you because he knows. When it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing, they were still getting that free money. What are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York. From COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.